AP Computer Science A, Unit 5. This is kind of giving you some help, motivation for P5A, which we're going then to build off of on other assignments. This is more of a review assignment for you based off of stuff that we were doing last semester. So that'll be good after taking a little break from it, just to remind ourselves of all the basics that we got really good at. So if you look in, let's see. Okay. If you look in the shared folder, you should be able to find this worksheet right here, or this note sheet, and you can print out your own blank version and follow along and take some notes. We're going to be adding lots of stuff to it over many different days. But P5A, if you look at the assignment, says in this program, you'll design a new product for your online company and implement a part of it. Ordering system. The template for this program contains two products you currently offer, modeled by My Computer, My Phone classes. Examine the design of each of these classes, including its instance variables and constructors. Here are the specs for this project. Sample output on the next page. Design your own electronic device, for instance, a My Watch or My Car, that contains instance variables named price, memory, and is in stock. So they should all have that. So you might modify your My Computer, My Phone classes to have these also that we did from last semester, but you could bring that code in, or you could retype them if you want to get some practice, as well as at least one other instance variable unique to your device. That means each device should have some unique private instance variable, and include both zero and multi-IR constructors, along with the identical ship item method from either the My Computer or My Phone class, and a unique toString method for your class. Okay, create a driver class, device driver, that creates two instance variables, each of My Computer, My Phone, and your device objects, one instantiated using zero argument constructor, one using multi-argument constructor, for a total of 6 objects. So in the driver, you're going to create 2 of each, one with each constructor, total of 6. You'll call and print the results of each object's toString method. So just print them out in a system.out.println. In the driver, create an array called shopping cart, an array that can hold 3 objects of type My Computer. Place the 2 previously created My Computer objects into the array. Use a for each loop to cycle through the array and call each object's toString and ship item method. We'll leave the third element of the array shopping cart empty for now. Then you'll do an array list called wish list. Hold objects of your type, the one that you made, that you'll give your own name. Place the 2 previously created versions of those in the driver into an array list. For each loop again, call toString and ship item. And then a customer has decided to add a My Phone to a shopping cart and a My Computer to the wish list. Write the lines of code in the driver that would add these, but something's going to happen. And I want you to describe what happened and explain what you think is going on or what is happening. So on this note sheet, just to kind of write some of the basics, we're not going to use a lot of this today. We're just going to use like these 3 boxes right here. So we have a My Phone that we created last semester earlier, and it's a public class My Phone. The constructor looks like that, right? And I'm not going to put the details in it. Now, by the way, this is called a UML diagram, and you guys have seen these before a bit on multiple choice problems. Also in BlueJ, it kind of shows your programs kind of situated as rectangles with arrows and different things like that. So UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. So this is kind of a universal sort of picture of your program and how things are related to each other. And it's very common, and it's a good way to maybe even start writing your programs. Just kind of showing the structure of them before you get into the details. In the MyPhone, I think we have now in the UML diagrams, a minus in front of something means private. So there's a bunch of, kind of shorthand symbols and things that these pictures will communicate things that we usually write in more detail. A plus means public. So if you put a minus in front of something, it means private. So it has private instance variable double, price, int, memory, Boolean is in stock. So these are the names. You got to start with a lowercase letter, camel notation. And I don't know what your phone had, but I think I did color, string color. That's a capital S because strings are objects. And then methods, it's going to have a public method because it's got to be able to be used by other classes called ship item. And it has another public method called toString. And so that's the MyPhone class. It has those things. Now, if it didn't have is in stock, you should add that and add getters or setters for it. And then we had a My Computer. So the My Computer will have a constructor or a couple constructors that start with public class My Computer. So I'm putting a little bit of information in here. And then it's going to have private instance variables, private, double, price, and int, memory, and Boolean is in stock. So all three of these classes should have all those private instance variables in common, and then at least one other unique private instance variable. So I'm going to have you can even make it different yourself. I'm going to put brand or something. I don't know. And then they all have a public ship item method that's identical for them, and a toString that is unique because it depends on it. It depends on the private instance variables. So that's that. Now, if you look on the next page of the assignment, it gives you like an output. So like in stock is Boolean, so it's true or false. Ship item, if you ship item, if you have to check if it's in stock. If it's in stock, then you'll just print the message your item has been shipped. If it's not in stock, you'll say your item is currently out of stock. It will ship when it is back in stock. So look at the example on the next page. So if the ship item method is very simple. It checks if it's in stock. If it's not in stock, it prints this message. If it is in stock, it prints this message. Okay. So now you're going to do your own third device, electronic device. It should have double price, private instance variable. It should have int memory, and it should have Boolean is in stock. And then it should have at least one more private instance variable that's unique to it and not in the other ones. It's going to have a public method ship item and a public unique method toString. They're all going to have the same ship item method though. The guts of it will look identical. Now, for instance, I'm gonna do a My Robot. That's my third electronic device. You pick your own. It's gonna have constructors in it. So this is gonna give you a lot of practice with the basics of everything that's in a class. Okay, so go back and study that. Mine's gonna have, let's see, I don't know, we came up with a funny funny, unique variable. Boolean is hungry for children. A robot that eats children. I don't know. Sure, why not? Okay, so that's what you're doing in P5A. Okay, so follow the P5A. We should be doing this on the first day. It's a review. I've kind of given you a basic setup. You should have 3 separate classes, then a single driver where you follow the directions and do one MyPhone with a 0 arg, one MyPhone with the multi-arg, one MyComputer with the 0 arg, one MyComputer with the multi-arg, one whatever your device is, call it my whatever you want. 2 of those, one 0 arg, one multi-arg. They should all have private instance variables, these 3 that they share in common, and then unique 1 or more, and then they all have a ship item method that they all have in common. Same, they all have 2 strings that aren't common. They each have unique implementations of the 2 string because they have different things that are getting printed. So that's going to be today's assignment, and that's a good review. And then this is also going to set up our motivation for what we are going to be learning in this unit. Okay, so do that stuff tonight or today, and then make sure you're ready make sure you do it, because we're gonna build off of it every day.